Hello, welcome back, sort of, to everyone for this little mini campaign that we're putting together just to kind of fill in the time and sate our desire for D&D and just camaraderie online. So, welcome to the players that are here. Thank you very much.
Woo.
So for a little bit of administrative stuff for kicking this off, it is a pre-made campaign from uh, Tales from the Yawning Portal. So it's built for, in their estimation, levels 5 through 8. But we having Materia stuff, we're a little bit more powerful, and with the 2024 stuff, a little bit more powerful as well. So I'm starting them at level 4. We may progress in levels, but I don't anticipate this will take too many sessions. Like, I would cap it at like 7 or 8, but I think it could be like 4 or 5. But who knows? We're RP%. We tend to take a lot longer, so who knows? And we've got 3 players, but there's 4 PCs here. Just because I think it might be helpful to have that, and the way that the party comp was, giving them a person with like better healing capabilities, a little cleric, I think will be good. For now, I'm going to delegate to you guys to run him, but I can run him a little bit if you guys want as well. But yeah, I haven't even really told the players the conceit or the setup for the campaign yet. So before we start, anybody have anything to add to any of that? All right, good stuff. So, we will get started. So this is like I said, it's a pre-made campaign. We're gonna set it up so that you've got your extra little character here. I've just named him Josh because why not? Josh is a really boring name, and he's a really boring guy, so it fits him. So Josh basically corralled all 3 of you. If any of you guys knew each other, or if any of you guys want to have known each other before this, totally fine. Doesn't really matter. But he had known of you guys individually, and he thought you guys would make a good crew to take and investigate these ruins nearby the town where he serves. Essentially, he's a cleric of the Twilight Domain, so he serves the church in his principality, and then he wanted to help or have you guys come help clear this out, as well as maybe do a little bit of looking for treasure as well, because there can be some good stuff in there as well. But basically, it's kind of the remnants of a lost civilization or lost society that was here. I guess let me see. It's they speak Olman. Yeah, it's the civilization of the Olman people, and it seemed to have been like one of their larger shrines or temples that was there. People have gone in. Not too many people have come out, but like I said, Josh recruited you guys specifically because you guys could get stuff done, and he felt that, especially with all your makeup, individually as a group, could be even more powerful. So he has taken you guys through the couple days trek to get there, and you guys will be approaching very shortly. So let's go ahead and introduce our characters. I'll go ahead and introduce the fourth guy. This is Josh. He is a dragonborn or dragonid in Materia parlance. He is a cleric. He is not the brightest guy, but he knows some stuff. He's familiar with like the area, and he's got some general knowledge. But beyond that, I'd say he's pretty boring, pretty bland. Not much of a conversationalist, but he's definitely useful in a pinch. He's definitely devoted to his causes. But like I said, not much of a conversationalist, but he can get you where you need to go, and he can hold his own in a scuffle. So that's Josh. Who's next?
Hmm. I'll take a shot.
Sure.
Um, a friend to both of the crew, but to a stranger. Um, as a man standing with a 6-foot greatsword, brawn, broad, all muscle, all meat. Um, not the best talker. Can be a little pompous sometimes. Um, but you got yourself a 4-foot halfling named Cassire Highheart. Um, very good at what he does, but tends to take it from the wrong direction, wrong approach to a lot of things. Little, little direct. Uh, Always looking to become stronger. Will sometimes throw people under the bus to acquire that. Um, yeah, I think he's a champion fighter. What's the? Yeah, he's a champion fighter. Uh, Focused on dealing big hits, taking a few hits himself. He'll be he can be front lines, but he's not very good cover. Otherwise, the arrows just whiz right past him. Yeah, he likes hunting for treasure.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah,
very
yeah, I
nice.
got that. I like it, thank you. Oh, and y'all can call him Cass or Cassie. We'll figure that out as we go along.
All right.
All right.
How about our sadder friend?
Sure. Um, so my character is Calliope. Um, she is a recently turned to adventuring because her side business is not working out quite as well as she had hoped. She had tried to set up a mobile uh, new age health and healing business, but found that when you come to a new town every so many weeks, it's hard to get clientele on board when you try to convince them about how their chakras are out of alignment and um, they need to put various grasses under their pillows before getting rest for the evening. So while she figures out how to rebrand and restructure, she's been taking on side jobs, trying to be sort of a support side uh, combatant. She's quick. She's got very precise strikes. Um, she's a way of mercy monk for anybody who's keeping track. Uses her great knowledge of pressure points and things like that to sort of subdue foes or help allies. She's got tons of various herbal remedies and stuff to accompany her massage quality education, but she just kind of does what she can. She doesn't stick around too long in the fight of things because if things turn south, she tries to get out of there. But she won't just abandon folks. She's looking out for number one, but you know she's secretly got a little heart of gold.
Nice. All right. Lastly, our little kobold friend.
Yeah, sorry, I had to unmute. So I am Captain Raskskud den Praktful. You can call me Rask, or translated to common language, it would basically be Captain Quickshot the Magnificent.
Oh,
Um,
Oh,
pretty, pretty average kobold, carrying a couple crossbows, giant shit-eating grin on my face. Mercenary for hire now, retired from my previous army duties. Um, I, where I come from, you are not named. You earn your name, so my name is based on past achievements in my land. And basically, you tell me what to shoot, I shoot it. If I can eat it, I'll shoot it. If you piss me off, I'll probably shoot you. That's what I do.
nice. Well, good stuff. So yeah, we'll say so you and again for a little bit of administrative stuff. So this is using our Materia system, which is very similar to Fifth Edition, however, with lots of small changes here and there. Originally, we cooked it up after playing 2014 for a couple of years. It's evolved, but then since 2024 came around last year, I've taken the time to update basically everything that we had to keep it more or less in line with what we had already done with our existing materia stuff, but bring in all the new goodness. And for my players, so the main new rules that we might run into, other than like all the new features and stuff, which you've already seen, uh, I am gonna go ahead and use the new exhaustion. So just for y'all's familiarity with what that means, so it's actually not that dissimilar to what we did, except it's like a steady. So our exhaustion we had the where it's like -2 to all your stuff, and then eventually -5 to all your stuff. So this exhaustion, it is still up to 6 levels of exhaustion, and at the 6th level you die. But it's basically you get a little bit slowed, and you get a little bit instead of -2 at the 2nd level of exhaustion and -5 at 4th or whatever level, it's minus however many levels of exhaustion to all your d20 rolls. But for us also d20 imposed saves. So it'll be -1 at 1, -2 at 2, -3 at 3, -4 at 4, and then I believe it's -5 feet of speed per level of exhaustion as well. So for most people, when you're at 5 levels of exhaustion, you're down to like 5 feet of movement. For Calliope, she'll be at, probably like 15 or 20 feet of movement. I don't remember what your speed is exactly, but you've got some. So yeah, again, if it comes up, however, since we do play where if you fall to 0 hit points, you do suffer a level of exhaustion, it might come up more. So just something to be aware of. Other than that, like all of our normal rules should still apply. Yeah, and if anything comes up, I guess we can talk about it as we get there. But I think it should be pretty comfortable. So, and you've spent a little bit of time on your character sheets, so you kind of know what your characters can do. But yeah, I forgive everybody. I know it's the first time playing with these characters, so I will, there'll be leeway, of course, and it's my first time running anything in a while, so I expect a little bit of leeway as well. I hope. So, with that, anything else, and then we can get started. I think we're good, but if you got anything else, let me know.
Just double checking, I heard the exhaustion right. Per level, it's -1x on d20 rolls, -1x on saves. Was that the middle one?
The imposed saves. So that's kind of
Imposed
our
saves.
extra rule. So let me actually pull up the new
Nice.
exhaustion rules, and I will share them
And
with
then
you.
-5x to move speed. Okay.
Yeah, where is it? It should be under.
Nice, nice.
With the founder stuff, I can actually pull it up and just show it to you guys. Except for theirs will be
Ooh.
slightly different. So here, I'm curious what this looks like. Show players, what does this look like? Oh, that's the full rules glossary. So go to exhaustion on that. Uh, Basically, it's exhaustion levels. If you click the exhaustion on that thing, it says the condition's cumulative. Every time you receive it, you gain 1. You die if it's 6. But so it's whenever you make a d20 test, which, oh yeah, that's more of a terminology thing. But d20 tests, I think we've talked about this, but that's basically, it's a shorthand version of saying attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. So whenever you make an attack roll, saving throw, ability check, oh, it's reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. Okay, so it's actually, yeah, -2 at level 1, -4, -6, -8, -10, and then dead. So, okay. And then, yeah, your speed's reduced by 5 feet times your exhaustion level. So, yeah, -5 feet, -10 feet, -15 feet, etc. Yeah, and then removing exhaustion, all the same thing applies. So. And now I get to test something since I showed you guys. I can clear journals on the stream view, and it does clear. Nice. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Any other questions or stuff that we need to check on first?
Just looking at my spear for.
Is my hit actually +9, or
Yes.
is that I thought that was with Vex.
No. Vex only gives advantage. But you're +9 because you have a +5 to your dex. You have a +2
Okay.
from your proficiency, and you have a +2 from your fighting style.
Right. Okay. And then the Vex gives me advantage.
Vex gives you advantage. An unerring gives you +2 if you have advantage.
Right. So, but it's +11 on
On
anything that I have advantage on.
On the first attack that you have advantage on.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So yeah, unerring for anybody watching or listening is a custom materia feat thing that we've got that will make the captain. I'm just gonna call you the captain because I can't remember anything else. Uh,
You can call me Quick or Rask, either one.
okay, Rask. It'll make Rask a little freaking machine gun turret with those hand crossbows. I'm a little frightened, but we'll see. All right. So, as I said in the lead up, sorry, did somebody say something?
All good.
Okay. So as I said in the lead up, so Josh has convinced you all to, come help him, and then it's kind of keep what you find as long as we can kind of clear this stuff out. And I'll say, what's else? Who's got the best? Does anybody have a passive insight of better than say 14? I'm kind of looking. I kind of don't think
I got
so.
a fat 0.
I've got a 14.
Okay, 14, perfect.
Hey,
Yeah, you get that he kind of wants to, not so much, he wants to learn, he's in it for like exploratory and kind of like figuring stuff out as well as maybe some goodies, and also just kind of getting rid of this sort of pagan-y type society, the remnants of this. All right, so he has taken you guys on a bit of a trek. So you guys are fully rested up, but you're kind of on your third day of venturing through these kind of like jungly lands. Actually, I've got some music I can play. Let me go ahead and kick off the music. Boom. Just a little bit of soft background ambient stuff. So as you head towards, so basically you're heading towards the site that he's told you about, and you can see sort of cresting over the tree line a bit of like some stonework, as if there's like a building there. And as you head towards the temple that you can kind of see ahead, you tread across some cracked and overgrown flagstones, stepping over fallen and shattered pillars, pushing aside vines and briars. And when you're nearly there, the sound of creatures crashing through the underbrush comes from behind you. You turn around to see people moving through the woods toward the clearing around the pyramid. Then suddenly the earth shudders and gapes open beneath your feet, and you are falling amid the roar of collapsing masonry. Dust fills the air, and the sunlight disappears as the darkness swallows you. Can you all make a dexterity saving throw, please? Nice, very
I'm
nice.
getting too old for this.
You're doing great. Herk. Rask. All right, Calliope, light on her feet. Oh, and then I'll do one for. Actually, so can somebody run? Can somebody do it for Josh as well? I think. Let me make sure. I think everybody should have ownership. If not, let me go ahead. Now let me
I
make you.
will
You
find
guys.
my computer. So
Yeah, you're
anything
not.
else?
Yeah. So I'll give. I don't. Yeah. Now you guys have ownership.
Josh.
Sorry. Now you guys have ownership. He's a bit of a clumsy guy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't do so hot.
Careful, Josh.
Whoa.
He does okay. So I will say, so Rask, goddamn, that chat card is so huge with that name. Rask and Josh, you are both knocked prone, which I will give him a prone icon. And Rask, yeah, you guys don't even see where you are yet. You're still on that loading screen. I'm aware. So I'm putting you guys prone. And then you each take, I will see. Oh, wow, you both take 3 bludgeoning damage. So I will apply that to Josh, if you want to apply that to, yep, perfect. And I will bring you guys over. I'm curious to see what you guys see, to be honest. Alright, looks pretty pitch black, I think. I do wonder if you dark vision folks see anything.
I
I
think
see
Josh
black.
is touching my leg. I don't like it. I can see him.
Yeah, I see Josh and me. That's it.
Okay.
Hello.
I'll say
Hello.
I'll do a solid, and I will say that Josh goes ahead and casts light on his shield, and I will do that for you guys because it's actually got a nice little thing where I can summon a tiny thing. Boom, right here. Now you guys should see some
Ooh.
stuff, and what I will do is attach these things there. So now I think if you move Josh, which here, let me get him up from prone. So if somebody wants to move Josh, yep, okay, the light should follow him now.
Highlighted me.
Yeah, but yeah, so Josh, now the light will move, which I think is cool.
Nice.
And if we want to move, and if you ever want to like put it on somebody else's stuff, I can set that up too. So yeah, Rask, you're dusting yourself off. You're on the ground. Josh has righted himself and stood up. And let me see. So I will say what's kind of annoying is since this is a pre-made, I am going to be reading a lot of the blocks that like says read this. What's super fucking annoying, however, is they oriented the maps on this where north is left.
Oh,
I don't know fucking why they did that, but north is left. Just to note
hold
that.
on. I'm gonna lie down while we play this.
Yeah, like just rotate your screen into portrait mode instead. And yeah, north is left. So I hate it. I hate it. But it's just remember that north is left.
Episode 1 name?
Yeah, I hate that north is left. So okay. All right. So you're in a long, narrow chamber running east to west. Hence like you can see, it's friggin' north is left. In the center of this apartment is a domed shape on the floor. On the east wall is a blank-faced stone door. The west end of the room is blocked by fallen stone and rubble. The two side walls appear to have several niches cut into them. The shape in the center of the chamber appears to be a small alcove, protected by a half dome with the open end facing the door in the east wall. And again, the east wall is the one up here on the top. This alcove is set in a recessed, shallow, tiled well, 1 foot deep and 10 feet wide. The alcove itself is 4 feet high, so they're talking about this thing here. There's a little display in the middle. The recess contains some sort of display. The display appears to be a diorama depicting a hunting party of Ulman warriors, and Ulman is the society that you think this is a part of. In feather and deer-hide garments in a mountainside scene, some have pulled down a stag with the aid of a dog. Another group is cleaning a small mule deer, and others have cornered a panther with their spears. A scout watches the panther from the outcropping above. He holds a metal staff with a loop on its end. It looks like a shepherd's crook. A cave-in completely blocks the west end of the chamber, and at short intervals, small amounts of rubble and dirt come spilling into the room. Several large stones appear to have wedged themselves tightly, closing the collapse. And as you were in complete darkness before this light spell was cast, you think that there's very little way out through the cave-in. What are you guys doing?
Well, goodness, what a start to all this. Is everybody all right?
I didn't land as gracefully as I wished to, but I'm fine. Where are we? And I stand up and brandish both crossbows and look around.
Josh will be like, ugh, this is, I'm not exactly sure where this would be, but I think we're in the right place, just not how I expected to get here.
Did anybody get a chance to look at those folks that were coming up behind us?
No.
Not much here.
Kind of interrupted by the abrupt fall. But I guess we're here now. Might as well look around.
I suppose.
Sure.
I'm gonna look at the thing in the middle.
Okay. Which one are you looking at? Oh, this thing in the middle. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, so I kind of described what it says earlier, but it's sort of a diorama depicting a kind of hunting scene. Yeah, it's just you see it's got a bunch of warriors. Basically it's almost as if they were playing a little game of D&D or something. Like there's little miniature figurines kind of depicting all of this stuff set amongst a patchwork landscape that's been crafted just for this diorama. So you count
And you
about.
said it's
Go ahead.
just in a dome?
Yeah, there's basically like a sort of a clear. But there's also an opening on one side. The east. Remember, east is north, unfortunately,
Yeah.
side is kind of an open-ended thing. But yeah, there's a bit of a protective clear dome on the west half, which is the bottom part. Yeah, you see about, like
Oh,
all told about a dozen Ulman warriors and sort of in this hunting party.
So this
can
is
I
this is
reach in?
actually is this
Sorry.
a hole in the ground or it's just like there's a
It's about
diorama
it's
of
about
this
4 feet
stuff
up.
right on the floor?
No, it's about 4 feet up off the ground.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
It's on like a little pedestal. Okay.
Yep.
Uh, am I able to reach in and take one of the figures?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, I do
They're
so.
pretty lightweight. It feels like they're not super crude, but they're also not like that fine of a detail either. But yeah, they look like they're made of wood, carved. A little bit of coloring on them, not like meticulously painted or anything, but yeah.
I got my first souvenir of this trip. Doesn't look like it's worth much, but I'm keeping this. And then I step back.
Okay.
You never know. There's buyers everywhere. Do they have any? I'm gonna take one too. Do they got any like dioramic silverware, plates, food?
No, it's all just so this is just like I said, that's like a terrain scene sort of along a river. Yeah. So it's basically the hunters, the deer that they were hunting, and then the dog, sort of the hunting dog that they had along with them.
Is there does this kind of just look like I don't know. So it's all kind of like handcrafted, like wood figures on a specific platform. But does it look like it has any bearing in relation to what we can see in the room, like these, whatever these little spaces are, or
Yeah,
anything? Or
as you look at each of those, they also seem to have kind of little diorama-like settings in each of them as well. A little bit smaller, obviously, but they have kind of their own little portray each of their own little scenes. You want to check out that one?
sure.
That one has a bit of it's sort of instead of the hunting, it's more of a fishing. So you've got about instead of a hunting party, just kind of folks with fishing nets, a little dugout, just a dugout near the riverbed, and they're sort of just trawling for fish along the riverside there. Similarly, kind of the little, like 4 to 5 inch high, which is actually kind of big, little figurines with a good amount of detail on them. But yeah, just fishing
Okay.
nets. So there seems
Why
to
do
be a
you
bit of
Anything over
fellas?
there, Calliope?
They got more of these little dioramas. Any y'all
You got more?
understand why? I mean, I know people like doing art of what they've been up to, but it seems a weird place to set up, you know, your everyday stuff.
Some really,
Like
really particular home decor.
it's like a low budget museum.
I'll say Josh will start looking at the door just to.
This one looks like bugs.
Are you looking at the center one on the east, or the south
Uh,
side? Jeez.
Why would there be a bug door?
Yeah,
Like,
so I'll say the center one on the south wall. Oof. Uh, this one is a little. It's not as. It's a little bit more ethereal looking. It says this one is a display that depicts the creation of the world. All the statuettes are stylized and obviously non-human. So it's a sort of a god adorned in kind of what the traditional Olman belief, kind of in the kind of to us, it's like basically Aztec. This is basically Aztec cultural appropriation. So let's just call it for what it is. So it's kind of Aztec-like, kind of feathers. It's so the god is mixing ashes with blood to form sculptures of a man and woman. And there's 4 towering figures painted red, black, blue, and white, standing about a fire, committing suicide with their daggers.
well, geez, that got grim real fast.
these aren't bugs at all. I was lied to.
What do I see at the one I'm at?
You're at the top one there. Okay, that
Top
is.
south,
Yep. This is
southeast.
a much more. Wait, I don't know what this arrow's about, but sure. The one that Rask is at right now. It's more pastoral, more homebody. So it's basically again about a dozen or so Olaman folks in basically kind of like a quilting circle, except it's weaving. So they're kind of weaving rugs, weaving baskets, making clothes as well. Just kind of the textile industry of the civilization, if you will.
I'll just shake my head at it and be like, ah, it's the
Oh,
peaceful folks'
that's what
work.
yeah, north is left. I hate it. But yeah.
Nothing to see at this one. Just the boring, mundane work of the peaceful folk.
Cass, you want to know what's at yours?
I do. Is it bright enough?
So this is you see two factions of Ulmans in combat, about 10 of each. So there's a one side of which is painted black and another side is painted red, and they are all locked in sort of hand-to-hand and weapon combat.
Looks like they knew about war. Why do we keep finding the depressing ones on this side? What else was there?
There's a door here at the top.
Yeah, so when you look at the door, you see it's clearly a door, but you don't see any like discernible way of opening it, no like handle or anything. It's a carved door with a sun symbol, and it appears to open in. There are hinges on this side and scratches on the floor, so you can kind of see where it might swing open. There's no visible lock or handle on it, but a slight gap stretches across the top of the door. 8 holes seem to have been bored into the door, about an inch in diameter, but you can't see anything in them. It does feel to be quite thick. The lintel is arched with a keystone, so like the archway across, or the top has an arch with a keystone at the top.
I don't think we're gonna be able to just push this door open. Gonna need something.
I mean, hey, little guy, why don't you try? I mean, you're pretty strong, right?
You know it.
I'll leave that for one of you in case there's something on the other side. I'm gonna be ready with my crossbows to do what I do best, shoot, shoot.
Yep.
But I'll give you some space, and if there is something, duck, because I'm shooting fast.
Okay, well, duck then. We give it a light push first, down just in the center.
I
Can I also
think it
try and
opens
stand?
inward, buddy.
I gotta pull it.
You're doing the Far Side
Give it,
comic.
give it a yank.
Hmm.
So my
Am I
question
armed?
as the DM for you is, how are you getting leverage on it?
I'm
Like, what are you pulling?
2 fingers, 2 hands, 2 holes.
Oh, so like you're trying to get your hand, like so your finger, so like a finger in each hole kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well they're pretty far apart, so I think you could at most get one finger on each hand in a hole, especially your teeny little hands.
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check.
All right. Uh, 1 sec. I have conditional. Blah, blah, blah. Is this an always thing? Uh, I have advantage on athletics rolls. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's already highlighted. Yeah.
Nice. 22. Wow. Uh,
You just gotta get the leverage like this.
uh, doesn't quite budge. You need to be
Wait,
much
I
higher.
almost got it.
Unfortunately, you need to be a lot higher. Not a lot higher, but much higher. Uh, however, you do see in your straining, it does sort of knock loose, so that keystone up at the top like shimmies a little bit, and you see something up at the top of the archway under the keystone.
Oh no, I broke it. Can I? I'll pull out my greatsword and I'll poke at it. Actually,
Okay.
is this thing removable?
It doesn't. It's not removable, but you do notice it does have a. And essentially, it's another sort of hole in there, except it's not like an inch wide borehole. It looks much finer, like something more carved intricately rather than just bored in.
Guys, there's a tiny hole too. I don't know what that means.
Uh, Rask, give me a. You know what? You're fidgety. You recognize that's a keyhole that he's uncovered.
Yeah, that's where the key goes, guys. But we don't have a key. Josh, you got a key? We're here because of you. You having to come with some
Oh,
keys?
no, no. Uh,
Come on, Josh.
could you?
Damn well.
I mean, you're pretty good
Better be a
with.
key in it.
You're pretty good at getting into locks, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I guess since
Do you want to
I
boost?
don't advertise that much, but yeah,
You want
can I reach it?
Can you
It's
stand on my shoulders?
it's this. Actually, I forget what the ceilings are usually in here. Let's see. No, it's actually pretty high. Yeah, the door is like at least 8 foot, 8 feet up.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm 4 feet tall. I'm
I
almost
mean,
there.
yeah, if y'all stack up, sure. But I mean, Josh was gonna give you guys give a Rask a boost either way.
Yeah, I'll jump up on Josh
Okay.
I see how it
and
is.
start. I do have a kit for lockpicking, I think, and stuff.
Yeah, you have well.
Look at
Plus
you two.
your hands are thieves' tools, automatically.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll just dig in there with my.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a thieves'
Do
tools check.
you have the
Oh,
retractable
this
fingernail?
the stream shows on a black background. The stream should show. Oh, maybe I have to click over to refresh it every once in a while. Ooh, that's gonna suck if that's the case. Ah, I do. Ugh.
Ah,
11. I've rolled 2 5s.
Oh wow.
oh,
Okay. Yeah, it's not budging, unfortunately. Doesn't
Uh,
nothing makes. In fact, actually,
yeah, no,
because of that, you kind of now your hands kind of hurt a little bit. Ah,
yeah, I ain't trying that again.
ugh.
We need key. My hands aren't keys. That thing's. If I can't pick it, nobody can pick it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we are in a dungeon. I don't know. Sometimes these goofy guys put like weird puzzles, like they don't want you to get in, but then they leave the key or the secret item, hidden amongst what's going on. So I don't know. Maybe we take a look around the room first, see if there's anything that we can slot in that thing.
does anybody see a mattress or a doormat as I'm poking the keyhole with my greatsword very lightly and delicately, just like maybe?
I don't know. These cult types like to do things strange. I don't know why you wouldn't just take the key with you.
Hmm.
Yeah, if anybody wants, so yeah, so where are y'all? What are y'all looking for?
Uh,
I'm
I'm gonna
looking
go to the
for
alcove.
You're
Sorry.
I'm
checking out.
looking to see if any of the like little figurines and things on each of the little area dioramas and placards, if any of them maybe look like they're not like, oh, at first that looked like a person praying, but it's actually kind of a key-shaped thing.
Ah, interesting. Starting where you're at, or just in general?
Yeah, well, just kind of, yeah. I'm looking to see if there's any right now is broad
Anything that looks
search
like
to
a
see
key.
if any look out of place compared to the others since there's so many of them. I figured
Sure.
most of them are going to look the same.
I would say give me an investigation check, but I mean, I would take something else if you can justify it.
I was hoping for perception. That's why I
That's
was
fine.
trying to be
Yeah, go
like
for it. Perception's
broad
fine.
strokes, just see if there's any figures that not necessarily look like a key, but just look different than
Sure.
the others.
Yeah, give me perception. Uh, and Josh will help you.
Ooh, well, thanks, Josh. That's nice.
Wow. Well, I see it, but you've got it private right now. But
Oh shoot!
That's a spooky roll.
I see it's a 24 total. Yeah,
Damn.
that's quite good. So for the one thing that definitely does stand out, for one is definitely that middle display just looks kind of weird, but nothing stands out in terms of like seeming key-like. Uh, Everything else, it's like it's just kind of mundane stuff, except for you do go your eyes kind of pass over all the the little niches. I don't know. Niche to me is a different thing. A niche is like the actual cutout thing, so I'm gonna say niche. The niches, but then you kind of go back to that sort of diorama in the middle, and the scout kind of watching over the hunting party was holding what looked kind of like a shepherd's crook, but it's got a weird loop on the end, and it appears to be it's not part of the carved uh, figurine itself. It's placed into the grip of the figurine. It's a separate little metal thing in the middle of it, or that it's holding on to.
Oh dang y'all! Look at this. I'll reach in and try to like pull on the loop of the shepherd's crook.
Yeah, it comes out loosely. You have what looks to be kind of a little jagged piece of metal.
What's CJ? What's what did you say that the short like call them X for short? I was trying to put it together in my head, but I looked at all those letters and got confused.
Rask, I think.
Character name? Yeah, Rask or Quick.
Rask, that's what I was looking for. All right, Rask, do you think you had your fingers in there pretty good? You think this thing would fit in there all right? And I'll toss over the little loop of
Yeah,
iron.
it might. Let me give it a try.
I suppose
Better
it's
than my
worth a
fingers.
shot.
It does look about the right size.
I'll poke around in the center table, see if there's any other little metal things,
Sure.
just for idle.
Hey, Josh, come back over here. Need you.
Sure. You got it.
I get behind and
Whoop.
jump up and stab it in and see if it unlocks anything.
Yeah, you hear a little click.
I think that worked.
Hooray!
Give me a sec. And I jump back and crossbows out. Okay, same thing. Open door and
Sure.
duck if there's something worth shooting.
Josh
All right, I'm ready.
stands to the side and opens the door. And then wait. Oh, it's hard to see without the light, so we'll stand there and see the light.
Do I see anything that I can shoot? Anything move at all?
I
I don't see
guess
anything.
I guess I can go first.
Oh, nothing to shoot. Disappointing.
Say that this light stuff that they're putting in things getting way better. Like staying back here in the back room actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I can only see a sharp angle of where the light is in that hallway, and
Nice.
then there's like a fading light into the room as it gets darker.
Cool. Yeah.
Nothing moving over here.
So I will stop moving him. Actually, I'll let you guys control. So he's your, if you want him to be your lead, he's your lead. Yeah.
I don't mind taking point.
Ooh.
I'll take
I always
point.
stay in the back.
I'm
Now remember, fellas, long hallways like this. Look out for pointy things coming out and
I'll
getting
give you a
you.
little bit of reading. So as you step in, you see the stone walls of this corridor are carved to resemble a stack of bamboo-like logs. The passage slopes down from a single door on its western leg, which remember is where you started, because unfortunately west is down. The lintel of which has been crafted to represent a stylized cavern entrance. It leads to double doors of beaten bronze, which actually I'm not even sure you can see. Let me see what you guys can see. Yeah, maybe at the very edge of like some of y'all's dark vision, you might be able to see it. But yeah, actually I'll just hold off on that. You don't quite see the end of the hallway just yet.
going to watch my step.
Is the
I'm gonna
audio
watch the floor
playing?
and walk
Should be.
slowly.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
Say again?
The audio, like I'm not hearing it much, so I'm gonna turn it up a bit.
There's some crackling, some
Yeah, it's
bugs,
just
some
ambient
wind.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if the floor looks suspicious at all, but otherwise walk slowly forward.
Sure. You can give me a perception or investigation, your choice.
Oh,
Josh will help, so you can do
ooh,
advantage.
oh, my special eyes.
Oh shit,
Uh,
natural 20. Okay, well then. You do notice something. Uh, about 10 feet or like 6 feet in front of you. You do notice you've been in these situations before. There's a little pressure plate on the floor up in front of you, so this tile here has a pressure plate on it.
okay. Let me find my marker.
Oh, good looking out. You never can tell what's gonna happen. Some of them is real tricky.
This one's a bad time, guys. Wait. This one. There we go.
Yes, that's the correct way. You're right.
I'm gonna point you with my great sword. That I don't like that one. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna shoot it.
It spans the boat. It's not just that one. It's one above it as well. It spans the whole width of the hallway.
I'm gonna try and walk it. Wait a minute. No, it's that one too.
Nope.
Ah,
It's
shit, guys.
specialized.
I'm gonna
I can
crouch
shoot it
down.
if you want. Step back, see if it does anything.
One sec. Does it smell?
Does it smell? Is that
Nah.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
With that perception check, I'll just use it for your smell check, and no. Smells like wet, kind of dank stonework.
Smells dank. You can shoot it if you want.
I'll stay here behind people and take a shot at
Sure. Make an attack roll.
it.
First attack
That
roll of the
is a
campaign.
at a floor.
Yeah. So are you just shooting at just the plate itself, or are you trying to hit anything in particular, or just at the pressure plate?
That's general plate itself. See if it's like a pressure plate kind of thing.
Okay. Like basically, you're trying to trigger it.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Does this count as the pressure plate count as being prone? Should he get a negative to his attack roll for the...
Yeah.
At least.
16. Did I roll a 5 again?
You rolled a 7.
No.
Okay. I mean, between your bolt careens off of it, doesn't seem to have done anything. But I will say you do hear it hit. So you heard it hit the thing, and then you heard it very shortly thereafter hit off of something just out of sight at the end of the hallway. Sounded like stone as well.
Gonna have to get my bolt
Or, sorry,
back.
sounded
Didn't
like
do anything.
metal, not stone. My bad. Sounded like metal on the other side.
I maybe just jump over.
Go for it.
Not me. One of you guys. I stayed back.
I got this. I'm gonna do a flip, guys.
All right, how far are you trying to jump?
Be careful now.
Check this shit out. Try and jump.
Try to watch out if there's anywhere you're landing.
I don't want to say if I'm water. To clear it, would that be like a 6-foot jump?
I mean, you just tell me how far you're jumping. Do you want to like try and see how? All you've noticed is that there's a bit of a crack between here and some portion further on. You're not exactly sure how deep it goes.
Then I'm gonna, with that crack, I'm gonna jump as far as I can.
All right, yeah, I actually forget the jumping rules, so I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Me too.
Jumping.
Had this written down somewhere an eternity ago.
So you're doing a long jump, which is a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet immediately before the jump. Your strength score is very
Yes. Running start, 20. I'm going.
good. Yeah, go for it.
All right, guys.
Yeah, 20
Later,
feet.
dweebs.
I believe you're
Running
jumping into darkness, which is fine.
Yeah, running start. 10
And,
foot. 1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4. Where'd everybody go?
You all see
A
him,
4 foot tall man jump 20 feet.
yeah, and nothing happens.
Proper posture. Long jump. Arms and legs forward.
Josh kind of proceeds just to give you a little bit more vision.
You see a really tiny thumbs up from far away.
Phew.
And safe.
Well, so far so good.
I'll say with the perception check you had, I'll go ahead and give it to you. This is a 10 by 10, 10 foot by 10 foot thing, so these 4 tiles are the problem.
Uh, Guys, I think this is a pretty big boy. This is a. It's all. I'm just kind of pointing around. All of this and all of that. A little bit of that over there.
I don't think our clunky guy here is going to be able to make that jump. Seems pretty far. Let me have a look at this thing.
I mean, I could probably make it.
You can try if you want, or I can. I mean, I'm happy to see how this ends. Go ahead. I'll step back again.
Josh, I'll catch you.
All right. He actually casts guidance on himself. Huh! Yeah, he can make it.
Hey, good job, Josh.
But yeah, and so now that it's exposed down here, whoops, didn't mean to do that. You can see, yeah, there's a set of double doors on the far end of the hall. That let's see, what does it say? Let me go back. Yeah, these double doors of beaten bronze worked to resemble a forest of seaweed.
You going next there?
Sure.
Go for it.
Let's see.
So you're a monk.
What,
Like, I don't expect this to be.
Well, I mean, but it still uses strength for
Oh, that's true.
the distance. Although, being a satyr, I do get a little boost
Oh,
to
you get
that if
mirthful
we're.
leaps, right, or something? Do you have mirthful leaps?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go.
It's a D8 on top of it if I needed it.
Sure. You don't, but because you can already jump
Do-
11 feet.
do-
So.
Do.
Whee! I'll say, yeah, you can land well down there, well down the hallway.
Let's see. Roll.
Yeah, go ahead and add. So yeah, on top of your 11 feet. So yeah, 18 feet.
Ooh.
You almost as far as this cast did.
Whoop.
Oh,
Kind of like float
roll, yeah.
across.
Rask, you want to jump it?
Am I allowed to use acrobatics?
I mean, let's look at your. I don't think you have to. I think you can just jump it. Yeah. I mean, you can go ahead. Yeah, go give me an acrobatics check.
Okay, I'll make it look fancy.
Sure.
I'll try and do a running start and then do like a tuck and roll and flip again, just like our Hobbit friend. I think you tried to flip, didn't you? So yeah. Please don't roll a 5 again. Oh gosh.
4.
Not a 5.
All right.
Yeah, so, I got tangled up with the crossbows a little bit as I'm trying to flip.
You still clear it safely, but yeah, your landing sucks. Like you land face first and just like skid on the pavement.
Gosh.
That was
I-
cool. You made it. That's great.
Your shield blinded me when I jumped.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Do I see my crossbow bolt?
Yeah, you do. It's laying.
Okay.
Yep.
You know,
pick it
maybe
up.
the fall got you out of alignment. I do have a few crystals I could give to you cheap, a part discount if you were interested.
I'll give you a little figure that I stole in the last room.
I already got one of those myself, but I'll keep it in mind.
All right then.
Can I trade you a diorama tree for that crystal?
I prefer
Well,
real trees, friend. Or gold,
do
silver,
it.
copper, like all of that.
But the diorama tree was carved out of wood, so it's still a tree.
Well, it was a tree. I mean,
Looks like a little.
it's more like a what do they call that? A sad replica of what it once was. The hubris of man has turned it into something that is a cruel representation of what it once was.
I'm gonna name it Hubris.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a cute name. Oh, this is my work of art right here. I made this.
By the way, a little bit of administrative stuff. Josh is giving Rask advantage on any initiative rolls. Just
Ooh,
that's because
nice.
that's a Twilight cleric feature. And does anybody want dark vision for an hour? Because he can just constantly give that out. It is
Ooh, Josh, you can do that? I've never seen in the dark before.
yeah. I mean, it's just for a little while, but sure, I'll give it to you. And so yeah, he'll give you what I think is 120 feet of dark vision.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So he'll share that with you for an hour. I mean, we could just say he's constantly giving it to you if you want.
Wow, 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 wow.
About your crown.
I will say you'll notice you would have
Materia at
noticed
night.
even though which Rask you have dark vision, right? I think yeah, you would have noticed that before Josh put the light on, like you still couldn't see shit in here. Like it is pitch black. It is not dim light in here. It is dark in here
Okay.
without the light. So okay.
Someone gotta do something about these doors. I'm not the door expert.
I crack my neck.
I mean, you kind of are the door expert, aren't you?
I shoot things first, door second. There might be something to shoot behind that door.
Can't argue with that.
I cross my arms. Does
I'll
this
move to the
door
side.
Yeah, try it.
is it push or pull? I'm hope it's inward again.
I don't actually remember. Yeah, I don't know if it matters.
The key is looking for the hinges. If it's on the inside, it opens towards you. If you don't see them, it should open the other way.
Hmm.
Right. I mean, yeah, you can literally just click if you want. If it's locked, it'll give you a lock. If it's open, oh, it opens. So yeah,
There's a
as
pull.
you look inside, uh, and it's you get actually as you open the door, you kind of get a little bit of blast of humidity, and you notice that the entire floor of this chamber is just like wet. Like basically a couple like an inch or two just of kind of muck and slippery mud along the floor, and you can see kind of the sheen, and you can sort of see at the beginning, sort of a little bit of some sort of protuberance in the middle of the room there. You're not exactly sure what it is, but it looks like something kind of jetting out from the muck and the mire underneath.
Well,
Oh
that's where
man,
that
I thought it was
smell is
dank
coming
and
from.
musty before you opened the door. What the hell?
Ugh.
As you open it, Josh will be like, "Oh, okay, well, I guess." And then, so as he advances, you can see ahead of you now what looks like in the center of the chamber. It looks like a kind of a large boulder, but it's got a sheen to it as if almost as if it's kind of polished. And then there's a bunch of smaller, similar kind of like rounded rocks around the end. That boulder is a little bit taller than half of your party. And it's got some dark streaks and spots, and leaning against it is what appears to be a bamboo staff. And in the sort of muck and mire below the boulder, you see a moving shape. It's anybody who, I will say, actually, Josh has got pretty good passive perception, I think. Yeah, 16. That is definitely something alive, and it appears to be kind of aware of your presence.
Where do we see our passives?
It's next to your so
Oops.
like so if you see like plus something and then next to it the number, it's the number.
Yeah, okay, that's the little. That's
It's
what I
always
thought.
just
Okay.
it's always just 10 plus whatever your bonus is anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's something in the water there that noticed us.
Oh gosh.
Should I shoot it? I'm ready.
I mean, don't think it's hostile yet, but be ready.
I mean, it doesn't have to be hostile. We might be able to eat it.
Why can a cult ever make their hideout on like a nice beach or a well-maintained castle?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, destination dungeon.
I will say for those of you, the sort of wet and slimy floor in here, it looks like it will be very difficult to walk across, and it is considered difficult terrain, although I think at least one of you ignores difficult terrain.
Oh,
I think if we've been traveling for an hour, I can make, I believe, all of us ignore difficult terrain.
That feature, the Natural Explorer, is pretty much only for when you're traveling. Like, it's for long travel, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah, not like
Oh
dungeons
no,
and stuff.
Then I
that's
can.
it's a pretty long hallway.
We did spend a long time jumping over this.
Eh, eh, eh.
Well, we were traveling before we fell in too.
True. Uh,
My biome of choice is hole in ground.
Thankfully, they did away with that. Yeah, you no longer choose, like, my favorite terrain is this. But yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
should we see? Can I? I'm gonna
do you
slap
want...
the water a little bit with my sword to see if I can piss it off or something. Just like
Sure,
barely stick my sword in the water and kind of swirl it.
go for it.
And it's like you said, it's like just 1-2 inches deep from where we're standing.
Though but you can't tell exactly how deep it is throughout because it's so murky. But yeah, it looks like an inch or two, maybe a couple inches deep. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of push the sword forward along the ground as far as I can go and just see if it gets any deeper, like a couple more feet over. Like,
You just kind of
it's really
splashing
just
around
comparing
in
like
it.
here to here.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you do so, you didn't really see before what Josh was talking about, but you do see the figure like kind of moving under the water now, and it does approach you, and you see a giant crayfish pop up out of the water and start waving its claws at you, speaking some sort of language. I don't think any of you understand Olman, the language specific to this setting. But if you guys have any way of potentially understanding it, let me know. I don't think you do, but I'm curious.
I
But it
mean,
does seem
a
to be
crayfish is
angry.
an animal, right?
It's not a. Is it a beast? It is a beast.
Yeah. Did that thing seem like it's trying to talk?
It's definitely gesturing and talking at you guys. Not necessarily aggressively,
I
but angrily.
that
I
is the
guess
largest shrimp I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
I don't know if this will work because it's speaking a language, but I'll use my speak to animals and
Sure. Yeah. Mark off the usage of it. You get one free usage of it, so might as well use it.
yep.
So yeah, as
And
you're
I
casting it, you hear it starts off like "Putuka, alebelo, utsita," and then it starts. You hear in your head now. You hear, "Who is this? Who dares to enter the chamber of the guardian? You better go, or I'll have to discharge my sacred duty. Be off with you before I lose my temper. Go!" And he's just kind of gesticulating and wildly, not aggressively again, just kind of appearing
I'll
dangerous.
respond with I'm Captain. The rest good and practical. This is my party of travelers that I lead, and we're here to explore. We mean no harm, but I will shoot you if I have to.
All right, make a either persuasion or intimidation, your choice. Check. I will say Josh will guide you, so you can add a d4.
Nice.
Uh, how do I do that on the roll thingy?
So on your thing, just click the skill. So if you're gonna do intimidation, click intimidation. If you're gonna do persuasion, just click persuasion. It should pop
How
up
do I
with
add
it.
it? How do I add it? Or do I just
Oh,
roll
just
a d4
type in
separate
d4.
after?
Yeah, there's a little thing that pops up. It's like, or you
Oh,
can do it.
I
Yeah,
missed that.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah, just roll a d4 separately.
Did they work?
I don't see the d4. I see It's like a period or something. I don't see the.
1d4 roll.
There it is. Nice.
There we go.
So a total of 20 when you're doing
20.
intimidation.
20.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see. He will. Let me look up something real fast.
While he's clicking and clacking and they're talking back and forth, I just look at the other two and I'd be like, I heard shrimps is bugs.
Like water bugs? Also, is he
Yeah,
speaking shrimp right now?
I think so.
It's impressive.
You hear so the crayfish, I'll say, recedes a little bit, and you hear it muttering under its breath. I should say Rask is the only one that actually understands this, but you all hear it sort of muttering. But Rask, give me a perception check
Okie dokie.
just to see if you can hear what he mutters.
I wave at the
23.
shrimp.
It's pretty good. You hear, Master Kalkakila, we have intruders. Be ready. At the moment, he appears to have backed up and is being less aggressive.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be friends with this guy. He just told someone else that we're intruders and be ready. You know what? I'm gonna try one more thing, and I'm gonna shoot, but like not at it, just very very close to it.
Okay. Go for it. Make an attack roll.
I don't know how to.
Just make an attack roll.
And as before I shoot, it'll be like, I heard that, friend. I wasn't kidding. This is 28. The next one will be in your eye. As I ping it off as just like just over his head.
Okay. Interesting. Just over his head. So, it'll ping off of the boulder in the middle of the room, and he will recede into the murky water a little bit, like so. He'll disappear, like so. He's still there, but he's just kind of murky under the murky water, so you can see him. I guess I'll leave him there, but just know that he's sort of hidden underneath the water a little bit. Appears to be somewhat not ignoring, but
yeah.
You know.
I just, hey guys, there's gonna be more than one of these things. I don't think they're friendly. He got his warning. If they attack, I shoot. But I am walking forward. One of you guys do it. I'm kind of just like nudge.
I'll start the shit. You guys finish.
All right, it's 11. I'm gonna step in, just kind of slowly. I'm making continuous eye contact.
I mean, it's hard. He's pretty much under the water. It's hard to keep eye contact, but yeah.
I think I'm making eye contact.
Yeah. It's definitely slow going, right? Like it's heavy. You're heavy. Like your foot's getting like you hear the like the slurping sounds of your feet going through the slippery mud.
I'm brave, but there's shit in my boots now.
Yeah, it's not quite like
warned.
up to your shins per se, but it's definitely your feet are well in there. Let's put it that way.
My kids bought me these boots. I gotta clean them after.
And again, I'll leave Josh under y'all's control. So,
Josh, get your ass in
so
here.
if Rask wanted to just send in Josh, Rask could do that.
I'm moving 5 feet in.
Oh yeah, it's plus. Yeah, you guys need that for the. You can use him for the light.
I need it.
I'll step forward and I'll yell out in shrimp again. Hey, we're not here to take anything. You guys are we're just exploring.
You shouldn't be here. Get out of here.
Well, we're here. We're not going anywhere. This can go easy or hard.
They're talking shrimp again. I'm gonna wave at it again.
Hey, Rask, does he say why he's in here? Why is there shrimp
Yeah,
in here?
I didn't ask that. Why are you in here? If we're not allowed to be here, why are you here?
I am the guardian. I'm supposed to be here. You are not supposed to be here. This is my sacred duty.
What what is it that you guard? Maybe we can just agree to not touch that.
It is not any of your purpose to know this.
All right then. Well, we accidentally touch it. That's on you. Hey, anyone else can walk through this muck? Cause I'm good here.
Yeah, I
Wanna go over
suppose
here
I'll
again?
get in.
I'll give you a little bit more description now that you're a little further in. So, the room is constructed of large stone blocks, buttressed in the corners. The walls are wet and slimy, and as you know, mud covers most of the floor in a thin coating. And you can sort of start to see an outcropping down below to the south, or sorry, the west, because that's the world we live in here.
Oh no.
uh, yeah. And you also see one to the east as well, which is to the north, or to the top, I should say. You can see at the moment you can see a stone door recessed in the wall to the east.
The water's kind of warm, and I don't know if I'm happy about that.
When we get out of here, we're definitely taking a minute to clean our boots and hooves.
It's actually not that bad. She'll like prance around a little bit.
Splish, splash, splish. Taking a
You
bath.
just gotta make quick steps. It also helps if your feet end in small points.
I think my
hooves.
boots. There's like silt in the water, and my boots are sinking a little bit. I don't like things.
So yeah, you do see a door to the west, aka bottom, as well now.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, Rask,
I don't like the. Yo,
can you ask him if I can touch the big shiny rock?
hey, can we touch the big shiny rock?
Absolutely not.
Did he say
He says
yes?
absolutely not.
Oh,
All right. We'll just pass him through then. Let's enjoy your rock. Maybe we shouldn't touch the rock, guys.
His eyes are definitely locked on each and every one of you. Whenever anybody moves, you see the head kind of dart in that direction.
Josh, you picked the last door. I want to go this way this time.
I mean, sure.
Can I ride Josh?
Sure.
All right, I jump on Josh.
Okay.
Just be
Every
like,
time I
it's
hear
my
his-
key.
Every time I hear his name, wine keeps popping up in my head. It's Josh.
Josh. Thank you, Mr. Shrimp, for inviting us into your home. I'll try not to leave too much of a mess and it's on your floor. Thank you.
I'll point to you and pass the message and be like, he says thanks for inviting us in, and we'll try not to make a mess.
You were invited to leave.
That's yeah. There's many ways for us to do that. We're leaving your rock alone. That's rock. Hey, you said there's a staff, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it looks
While
like a
they're
bamboo.
talking,
Looks like some bamboo that's again kind of like glistening and wet, leaning up
Hey,
against the.
Like it's actually
staff
growing,
there.
or it's just sitting there.
Tell you what, make a nature check.
Nature, you say?
I do. Actually, anybody can make a nature check, or everybody can make a nature check.
Nature check.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at that. Yeah, no, I'm not.
I was gonna say none of y'all
Yeah.
are really intelligent, so I don't know that it's gonna be super good. Even Josh
that
is pretty
bamboo-shaped
dumb.
rock looks pretty fancy.
But weight of dice. There's 4 of you, so maybe you can hit the DC. Tell you what, Josh will guide either himself or Rask, since y'all are whichever one you want.
I'd go with Rask since he He's looking at it like he seems to know.
You got a good kobold on his shoulders.
Blink. 20
Nice.
total.
Oh, I'm not seeing the rolls for some reason. Oh, there it
Oh,
goes.
18 with a 2 for the.
For the D4.
Ariel, weird. This dream view is not updating the chat. That's weird.
I rolled a 3, Cass
Oh,
rolled
I
a
see.
2.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to flip between two different browser windows because I'm doing the
Ah.
stream. For some reason, those rolls aren't showing up. But that's fine. Yeah, I see. So in my GM window, I do see the 3, the 2, the 18 for Rask. Oh, plus the 2, 20. I mean, and you can roll for Josh as well. Somebody can roll for Josh.
Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he beats a 20, but. Or if
I'll
he gets
try.
that 20, okay.
He matches it. Like,
Yeah,
Josh
exactly.
and Rask both look at each other like, is that northeastern bamboo from the Principality of.
Oh,
Oh man, I'm gonna
the ancient
actually,
Shrimpin dynasty.
I'm gonna actually reload the page on this, hoping to see those rolls on the stream. But yeah, so with the double 20s, so yeah, the two of you looking together, and Josh and you both noticed it. Yeah, it's wet, but it's also like you could have swore you saw it move at some point, especially when the shrimpy guy sort of leaned back and whispered, you think you saw it stir a little bit. It's not exactly, you're not sure it's bamboo anymore, but it really does kind of look like bamboo. But something's off.
Hey, shrimp friend, is that there stick a friend of yours, or can we touch that?
No, you cannot touch this either. You are welcome to leave.
Okay, we're welcome to leave, guys, and maybe don't touch the stick. I don't think it's a stick.
Is that a rock then?
You know, it moved, and he has a friend. I've seen weirder things than shrimp that are friends with moving stick creatures. So let's just see what these doors got. Mush, Josh, mush. I don't get icky.
I mean, y'all are controlling him, so.
Oh, I guess I can move him. Hey.
Yeah, and if you move him, it'll move the light too.
Josh, I need more light over here, please. I can't
I
see.
can't see. It's dark in here. Okay, yeah. So now that you see a little bit more, I'll go ahead and give you a little bit more. To the north, because again, that's north is left. You see a set of stairs leading down, and the mud is kind of trickling down along those stairs as well.
Hey, friend, can you tell us where all these doors go? What's the best way to leave?
Give me again, persuasion or intimidation check.
I'm not trying to be mean on this one.
Okay.
19.
19, nice.
Nice.
Let's see. It says, if you are trying to leave, definitely go to the other door on the other side. So he points to the east, which again is up. That is the way out.
Okay, so I don't think we want to go east because he says that's the way out. We don't want out, right? We want like in more.
Yeah. We're here to
Well, I
explore.
mean,
Yeah, so-
if we. I will say that if we find the way out, then at least we'll know where it is. We can always come back.
Yeah, yeah. There's logic there. I mean, we can go that way. It might make him happy.
I mean, just because the way we got in is not going to work for the way out, so it would be good to have backup if we have to make a speedy exit later in the day.
Point.
Actually, just for fun.
Or if it's to some sort of mean trap, then we'll know that bug is a lion sack of sin.
Oh, I'm shooting him for sure if it's a
Oh,
trap.
well, Josh insight checks that.
Josh, insight check.
And
Is that
rolled a
just
natural
body language?
20. He guided himself and rolled really well.
At 20.
It's like, Josh is like, I mean, I do think that the door will get us out of here, but I don't know that it'll get us where we want to go. I think it might not be the best way to go.
Yeah, he did just say out. I didn't ask the definition. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, friend, what's your definition of the best way out of here? Like, out of this whole temple? Or, like... Because we're lost.
Yes, you're definitely lost. You shouldn't be here. Fine. Going that way will get you further in if you'd like. Just be gone. Get out of here. Take that door in front of you.
He says this door will take us further in, which I think is what we want, so we should probably take this door.
I bet 2 spirit crystals. He's never seen outside this temple. I don't know if we should trust him, guys.
Spirit crystals. We're just making up lore now.
Friend's got spirit crystals. He's betting
I
her
bet you-
crystals.
Yeah,
I bet you this shrimp is a cancer.
Hey, I'm a Cancer.
Calliope, do you think the Omen were shrimp people?
I mean, it could be.
Oh, jeez. Josh, we've cracked it. Does this door open inwards or outwards?
I believe it opens outwards. I also don't know that it matters.
I'm gonna try a sleight of hand
It's
to
just.
because I pulled it the wrong way.
Yeah,
to push.
yeah. All right, slide ahead. We'll see if anybody noticed that you tried to push the pull or pull the push, whichever one it was. Go for it. Yeah, everybody noticed. Everybody saw you. Everybody heard you go, and then and then push the right way.
It's
Hey,
stuck.
I would nominate we put someone else on doors.
I mean, he's doing his best, you know.
First you refused to stand on my shoulders. Now you're refusing to give me door duty. What did I do to you?
He needs practice.
Thank you.
That's
Wait,
fair.
I'll go first. It's dark.
I mean, all of you can move the guy with the light. Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Sorry, it sometimes takes me multiple clicks to move people.
Ah, okay. You can also use arrow keys
I'm a little laggy.
while you've got them selected.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is it
That's
easier
faster.
to breathe in this hallway?
So yeah, is it? It's. I mean, it's still definitely like dank and wet in here. Yeah, it's just the mud is still following through this hallway. It's not as thick, so it's not exactly like difficult terrain in here, but it is still slippery, but just not oppressively so.
We're on the lookout for crab traps.
You see, the ground is
Walls,
actually
of
kind of
course.
sloping down too, just so you know.
It's gonna get deeper. Ah, shit.
No, not necessarily. It's just the ground. You kind of feel that you're moving down. It does feel like you're going
Okay.
further in, is what.
Oh, is it still mucky here?
Yes. So not as it's not difficult terrain per se. So if you wanted to hop down, you could walk freely. That'd be fine. But it is. I don't know why the light. So where is Josh? Josh. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh no, it should be.
They are one.
Oh yeah, you're
Josh
fine.
is under me, but I
Oh,
can't.
that's okay.
I
Yeah,
can't. Oh,
you're
there we
good.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. It's wet and gross in here. It's sloping downwards. Still a bit slippery, but not difficult terrain.
Hmm.
You looking for more of them pressure plate things?
Yes, but it's a little wet still. I'll give it a shot. Does it?
Yeah,
from
go
what I can
ahead.
see from
Do
the floor?
was it perception? I think I had you do. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Yeah. It's almost a 20.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
all you see is muck,
10
and
total.
silt, and
I'm up.
water, and you can't make out anything. The floor is just grossness. There's nothing just discernible.
You know they
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't do the same thing twice. Yeah, get you once, not gonna get you twice. I'm gonna look at the walls. Is there anything on the walls? Any
Perception or
alcoves,
investigation.
notches, holes? Anything seem dangerous?
Yeah, give me a perception or an investigation.
23.
Nice.
No, I mean they kind of look so they're not carved walls like that one hallway was where they had like the looks of bamboo. Like this is more mundane kind of just like paved stone style walls that are lining the thing. Nothing, but yeah, they're all pretty smooth. You don't see anything that looks like slit holes for nasty things coming in or out that going in or out. Looks pretty standard to you.
Room seems safe, guys. Let's go. It's mucky in here.
All right.
I'm gonna jump back to the door and look in real quick and see if that bamboo stick is still in the same spot or if it moved.
Bamboo check.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What'd you say? Oh, you're
I said
checking on the bamboo.
I'm gonna jump to the door and just peek my head around the corner and see if the stick is moving in the same spot or like slightly different spot.
Are you trying to like do this unseen by the? So I'll say he actually has kind of followed you guys out of
Oh,
the
he
room and
pivoted.
watched. Yeah, he's been watching you guys the entire time. He wants you to
It'll
fuck
be
out of
just
here.
my head and I look back through.
I mean, if you want to try and do it sneakily, you can make a stealth check to see if he. And then also you
Alright,
can do
I'll
perception as well if you want.
try sneakily just for the sake.
Ah, not so sneakily. Ah. He's kind of blocking where you would have seen the bamboo before, so you don't really notice anything.
Okay. I'll just shut the door.
Okay. Nice.
Can you close the door slowly with prolonged eye contact? You're watching us. You don't deserve it. I'm going to pull this door.
Yeah. So what Cass sees is another room that's very wet. The room it's there. Instead of just pure mud, it feels like slime now. So the room, and the walls kind of have this slimy, kind of whitish buildup along everything, basically across every surface. There is also some mud on the floor as well, but this kind of white slimy stuff is all over the walls and even kind of up to the ceiling. What you see inside is many overturned pedestals and pieces of broken statuary lying on the floor, partially buried in the mud. And let me see how far down you guys can see. Yeah, you can see. So opposite the entrance to this room is another door. There is one pedestal remaining standing in the this says northwest corner, but the way the map was done is actually the southeast corner. So we'll say it's in the southeast corner. So and on that, which let me see if you can see it. Oh no, you can't see it yet because you don't have light in there. So never mind, you don't see that yet. You just see pedestals broken and whatnot. And slimy buildup.
Guys.
Okay,
Guys, the
now
rooms are
you
getting
see.
grosser.
Yeah, so now you see there's one intact pedestal here, and on it there is a small metallic three-sided pyramid, which I don't know how that actually works. I don't think that's possible. And then in the ceiling, you can see there are inlaid colored tiles depicting a starry sky and forming strange patterns in the areas above the pedestals.
I want to check out this eldritch shape on the pedestal. It's three-sided
One surviving pedestal and 3 broken pedestals.
It's just a little pyramid. It's relatively featureless. It looks to be made of some sort of metal, like metallic-y silver-colored metal. And either anybody can make a history or religion check. And Josh will help any of you with that, with the guidance.
Won't be me. I'm more curious about the goo on the walls.
Yeah, actually, about that, then you can make a perception check.
11 for wall goo.
That's a good game, Wall of Goo. That was World of Goo. Yeah, it does. You do notice. I mean, it just looks kind of gooey and gross. It does kind of seem to bundle. Like there's like a thicker mass above the far west door, but just kind of gross slime. And then, did anybody do a religion or history check for the pyramid?
I'm gonna throw a religion check. We're gonna see what the whole thing is.
Sure. Josh will give you help. Yeah.
It's D4.
Yeah. D4.
13
Man,
total.
13 total. Man, it's not showing up on the stream chat, but that's okay. Uh, looks like a pyramid.
Josh
Yes.
is Josh is gonna do a history check because he is proficient in history.
Oh, good. Yeah, go for it. Do a history check. He can guide himself.
Cults love their geometry.
Oh.
Oh.
What do you think, Josh?
Josh is okay. That helps, but no. I mean,
11.
I know they pyramids are part of their religion, but this is just a pyramid. I don't know.
I'll pull out an arrow and poke it a little bit. I poke it a little bit.
I'll try history, even though
Sure.
I've never been in this area before. Like even
When are they
this
called?
region.
Josh will guide you
When
as
are they
well.
called Oldman?
What was that? It just ran into the wall.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh,
Let's see.
you can add the D4 if you want.
Yeah. Oh, another 4.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 13.
13. Unfortunately, it doesn't help. It's just a silver pyramid.
Should we go ask the shrimp?
He's gonna become your guide.
Sir, what do you know about this ancient artifact?
Will you be our Sherpa? Or Shrimpa?
What can you tell us about the stuff we're not supposed to be touching?
Yeah.
Am I in the massive goo above the door? Does it move at all?
It does not. But it does have. You do notice that it does have a slightly different coloration. It's got a bit of a green tint to it.
Hey,
Which
stay away from that.
yeah,
that
you can do
door.
a nature check if you want.
Sure. 4.
Oh, yep. It's just a different color goo.
He's like, I'm
What,
familiar.
like right above here, or right above the door, or?
Yeah, it's this. You can kind of even see it in the map itself.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that stuff there. Yeah, I just kind of point that out. The goo over there is different color. I don't know if that means anything, but maybe don't touch it.
Being near the door out of the room does make it a little suspicious.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it doesn't mean anything. I mean, just goo, green goo.
Goo.
This place stinks.
Yeah, so far not a great visit.
I would
Well,
not recommend
then
this.
let's maybe get the hell out of here.
Josh, if this entire temple is just goo and talking insects, I'm shooting you in the knee when we get out of here.
Well, then, for my sake, I hope it's not.
Is so this was a pyramid on top of that thing, right? That's what they were trying to look at.
I really want that pyramid.
Yeah,
I
you
bet
can
I could
pocket
trade
it.
it for like 4 spirit crystals.
Ah,
I assume
Can you move
I
it?
assume you're taking it.
Can I? I'm a grab it.
You grab it.
I lift it above my head.
And nothing happens.
No shine, no nothing.
Nope.
I am the pyramid man. Should we go back the way we came?
That is a nice triangle.
Thank you. I made it myself.
Deception check. No,
I have 2 dub stats. I made it myself.
I mean, you don't. I wasn't expecting you to actually do a deception check, but you're welcome to if you like.
Good RP.
Oh shit, you actually
Oh,
did.
hon,
Yeah,
I'm
three.
sure you could if
Jesus
you put your
Christ.
mind to it.
Oh,
Bless
it's
your
got.
heart.
Does this have your baked-in reroll once? It does. Sick.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Thank you.
Actually, didn't really notice that before. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the stream so that it gets the.
You know, you described your character as being a little headstrong and cocky, but I kind of feel like you just got bullied a lot. Like, that's the nicest thing anybody said to me. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
He's
bless
kind
your
of his
little
own
heart.
world. He does his thing. Yeah, with the pleasure. That killed me.
All right, fellas.
Um, does the door have a knob, or like how are these doors? Is it like a ring with a lever style door opening?
This one does have a handle on it that you can use to pull it open.
Oh, it's a pull.
Make sure you communicate that to Cass.
Hey, Cass, this one's pull.
Oh. I knew that.
But also be careful of the goo, maybe? I don't know.
It looks pretty smelly.
Hey, Rask, shoot the goo once.
well, that's me twice. I shoot the goo.
Make an attack roll.
Pew pew.
Oh,
Shoot
hi.
stuff. That's what I do.
17.
Ooh,
Damn.
Yeah, you hear it kind of go into the goo, and then it sort of just falls out. Nothing seems to move. It does seem to have corroded your bolt a little bit, though.
ooh.
Damn, I'm down 2 bolts.
I'll go pick up your bolt for you.
For your own sanity, I am not making you count that as a spend bolt. You have all your 20 bolts for as long as you want. That would be a real pain in the ass to track all your bolts.
Fair enough.
All right,
Uh,
so
But for RP
seems a
reasons,
little-
I like it.
seems a little stingy, but if you can just like avoid it landing on you or touching it, we should be okay.
I don't know if I want to push that door.
All right, I'm gonna try and do it
Hold
careful like.
on. Cass, make a intelligence check.
Me?
Yep. Just a straight intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Yep, that door's a push, like you said. Totally push.
Definitely push.
Forget,
door.
forget what anybody might have told you earlier. It's a push.
Obviously, I can see. It's a push door.
I'll
Why is-
I'll try to reach around from the side and
Don't you bow wow.
pull at it.
Pull at what?
The door.
Yeah, you're welcome to just open it if you like. opens.
Oh,
Or it's more like slides, against the wall or against the stone.
okay. Well, I mean, it opened.
Yep.
The goo's still there.
The view's still there. I'll say you can see just a little bit. You do see that the kind of the mud and muck is kind of trickling through from underneath the door into this little hallway down here as well.
Muck keeps going.
What color's
All
the
right,
mud?
I'm gonna hop in real quick, like.
It might be tough to see. Hey,
I
Josh.
can't. There's a wall there.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, so what you see, so the walls and ceilings of this hallway are coated with slime, and the floor of the
Oh,
passage is covered with a layer of mud. Through this muck, a steady stream of water, so it's not just mud. Now you see kind of water trickling around the corner and then heading northward, aka left. And the stucco on the walls, so the walls in here are stucco, is flaking off. And there are glowing silver tracks in the slime crisscrossing the walls and ceiling.
there's glowing silver stuff, more slime and mud, water. Somebody thought stucco was the right motif for a damp underground whatever this place is.
Let's call this
Is it
terrible at home decor.
safe to proceed?
Nothing slimed me yet.
I get a running start and I jump 20 feet to
Go
the
for
doorway.
it. Josh ducks out of the way
Careful,
as you
don't slip.
Watch out!
It's Cider. Cider is alive.
Oh, my great grandpappy.
Cider, yeah.
Hey, was it less mucky doing it that way?
Water's fine. By the way, the water's not fine. It's still terrible.
Yeah. I'll say all it did was what Cass did is essentially just splash onto Calliope.
All right, Josh, you're in charge again. I jumped on top of Josh.
Nice. Okay. What? Oh, okay. I'll say it's your movement. Like even though you're small, like he's not that strong. So your presence does slow him down a little bit. Like he's not like uncomfortable, but he's not like all that nimble with you on him. Just so you know.
Fair.
Josh is a 13. I'm a 20.
Yeah, Josh not strong. Not weak, just not that strong.
Calliope, I apologize for the splash. I did not think of the consequences of my actions.
Well,
Yeah.
another lesson. Something to work on.
I'm learning.
And being mindful. Yeah, I've got some opal. You just tuck that right in your pocket. Yeah. Should help ground you in your thoughts.
Josh will offer to Cass like, if you want to go in front, I can put this light on you instead.
Can you put it on my sword?
That might get a bit awkward if you're swinging it.
Little dance party. Never hurt anybody.
If you say
Actually, dance parties are number one cause of death in the region. Let's commit.
so. Okay, here I gotta move. Okay, Rasp for a second. Sorry.
Oh, it's all
Josh,
good.
Josh, grant me your power, and I'm gonna hold the sword above my head.
Let's see. Oops. Actually, that's fine. Detach. Boom. Sorry. There we go. So now we put this down here, and I will attach it to you.
I feel enlightened.
Hold on. That's not attached to you yet. 1 second. I gotta
please.
do that. I think should attach it to you. Nope, it didn't do it. 1 second. Give me a sec.
You're a pretty girl.
Thanks.
Well, thank you.
Did that do it? Yeah. Okay, so now you have the light.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
it looks like it's dry in the bottom right corner. Is that so?
I mean, sort of. There's mud kind of everywhere. The map visually represents that there's like a sort of rivulet of water going through the middle, but there is kind of mud everywhere on the floor. But now that you've proceeded a
All
little
right.
bit further, I will say along the east wall of the passage, the scaling of it's not super great, but you see a 12-foot tall stone statue of a man outfitted in fine clothing and holding a stone tray in his raised arms. I'll say that at this distance, that's really all you see right now.
Butler got a statue.
My, you must
I
have done excellent work.
mm, I proceed with caution. Splish splash. Splish
As
splash.
you get closer, you can see you start to make out some details. Its eyes appear to be black gemstones, with the right one drooping a bit out of its socket, balancing on the statue's cheek. And from behind the left shoulder protrudes the hilt of a weapon, most likely a sword. And the stone tray, as well as the forehead and the nose of the statue, are chipped and scratched.
Hey, Cass, you found a hole or something? It got darker.
I can't go backwards.
I can't
Wait,
go
yeah, what
forwards.
happened?
It's dark.
There we go. I had to. Oh wait, nope, I can't.
Yeah,
We're being forced down the
Yeah,
hallway. Ah!
yeah, what
it's
just
just dark
happened?
for us.
Yeah, hold
There's
on,
a
hold
wall
on.
there apparently. I think the
Oh, maybe. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. If there's a wall I can get rid of it. Oh, yeah, there is. I don't know why. Bye-bye. Let me
is it
delete
slope?
this. Yeah, hold on. Let me delete
Yeah,
this.
it's blocking a light behind me.
Hold on.
I mean, I guess I can't see. My character could still see, but I
No, I'm
can't see
trying
anything.
to delete this wall, but it's not. Here, let me do this.
Down with the walls. Down with
None.
the walls.
And there we go.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see
and
now.
again.
Hey, there we go.
My friends.
Sorry about that. Stray wall.
All good. So it's
That's the
forehead.
statue.
Yeah, there's a statue.
Tray right
I'm gonna
above his head.
I'm gonna hop off and try and like daintily pick through the driest spots.
Sure. Noted. And you do
Yeah,
now
look,
see at the end of the hall, you do see some doorways.
more doors. This place is nothing but doors. Doors and muck.
Did I hear that one of the statue's eyes was kind of drooping?
Yep. It was. Here, let me go back. It was. The right eye is drooping out of its socket, but it's still there. Just it's on the statue's cheek instead.
Is it like stone or is it like a separate object falling out?
It's a gemstone. So the eyes were black gemstones, like onyxy type.
Rask. I want that. I'm gonna get that. I'm stand in front of the statue and try and poke his right eye with my sword.
Uh, it's pretty high up there. This thing is 12 feet tall.
You can climb. You're strong.
I for the first time you see me put up my greatsword. I put it on my back.
Okay.
It's at a very steep angle because it's taller than I am.
Yep.
Um, so it drags along the ground a little bit, and then I start climbing. Fuck it.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. And so, like, are you trying to? So, what are you using for footholds? Are you like using the statue itself? Are you using the wall? Like, what are you?
Yeah, I guess if he's close to the wall, I try and go. Is there a space behind the statue where I could be between like the statue and the wall to any extent?
Let's see. Let me see. Let me see.
Actually, if his arm is holding the tray, I'd probably just jump and dangle from the arm and try to pull myself up. I try to
Like onto
avoid
the
standing
tray
on the
itself?
tray. I try to avoid the tray, but probably like climb up his arm. The tray's in front of him, right?
Yeah, he's just holding it out. Like, so he's got his two hands out, or two arms out underneath it, and holding the tray flat with his palms, like, underneath the tray.
Okay, then yeah, I just try to use the statue itself. Try and grab on his arm, put my feet against like his leg, and kind of try to walk up it.
Okay. Yeah, so give me, you did athletics. Oh, yeah, 21, nice. Very cool. Yeah, you guys see the, how tall are you? 4 foot, you said?
Yeah.
4 foot tall. Yeah, so like your head easily clears the tray underneath until so it takes you a little bit to get up there, and
Is
you're
the
sort
tray
of like
empty?
shimmying up. Yeah, the tray doesn't appear to have anything on it.
Mhm.
You scramble your way up past the tray. You said you're avoiding the tray, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then as you get up above kind of the waist to the chest, you're trying to get to the eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, as you get as you get above the waist, kind of to the chest, and then towards the shoulders, it starts to buckle and lean forward.
Can I ask to potentially retcon one thing before we go much further? I
Probably.
just realized if I sheathe my sword, it's
Yep.
probably not giving off any light. Can I hand it to Cassiope instead?
Calliope.
Calliope. Calliope.
Your
Sure.
sword? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, rather than I'm not going to do the detach reattach thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That takes a bit.
I'm
Sure.
gonna be
So she's got
cool.
the light, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah. So as you work your way up, uh, like I said, you get about 2/3 of the way up. You're about to be like hands on the shoulders, and then the statue starts to buckle and tip forward.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
All right, I will have both you and Calliope make a dexterity saving throw.
She's carrying a big sword. Shouldn't she have disadvantage?
Cass, you fall prone and take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Calliope, you are free and clear.
Use the sword like a little just poke into the ground and hop backwards.
So as the statue pitches and falls forward, now it's kind of like almost even blocking the hallway a little bit at a bit of a at a steep angle, I should say. You see behind it there's a small passageway about 5 feet up the floor. So you should
Oh.
see now there's like a little opening there.
Was there anything on the tray?
Nope, tray is empty.
The train was empty.
As I say,
Bastard butler landed on me.
the eye that was sort of resting on the cheek has fallen down onto the floor and into the little narrow river of water.
Oh, there
Can
you
I
go.
see?
Onyx. That's good for digestion.
I need that too.
Don't
Perhaps
Calliope,
more
need
than the opal.
you
don't need
recognize
it
that it's
though.
actually obsidian.
Obsidian? Ooh, that was almost a huge mistake. No, obsidian is terrible for digestion.
uh, I'll say, and Cass, you do get a good look at the sword on the back as well. It looks like a sword you could actually use. It's not just a carved thing for the statue. Like it's a long sword, so it's not your favorite type of sword, but it is usable.
Oh, I'm gonna check this out real quick. Pull it out, give some twirls, swings. It's a little small for my taste.
Ching, ching, twing,
But it
twang.
is nicely balanced. Which actually, hold on, you guys should be able to.
Ah, a sword that's perfectly sized for me. Ah, boo.
Would you like to trade weapons?
Sorry, that was my impression of you.
That was fantastic. Oh no, there's two of me. Okay.
So I guess
Yeah.
maybe Cass just add to your inventory strange longsword or something.
Perfect.
Ooh.
But yeah, there is a small passageway. I'm surprised that it's not lighting up for you guys.
It lit up for me.
Like fully?
Uh,
Like you can
I
see.
have gradient where
Interesting.
the light goes to a certain amount and then it turns to dark vision gray.
Oh, okay. Oh, there. Okay, now. Oh, when
But I
Rask
added
walked
dark
by.
vision from
Interesting.
what's his.
Yeah, because you were probably seeing my vision. I couldn't see it because I was against the wall, right?
Well, I'm watching the stream thing, and it should have everybody's vision, but whatever. Okay, so now y'all can see. So yeah, it's a very narrow passage. Y'all can fit through it, but it is definitely one at a time.
Are we squeezing or was just
Nah,
like
it's not a full squeeze, but it
okay?
is definitely not. You can't go 2x2 or anything like that. Certainly, passing by each other would definitely be a squeeze to do so.
Well, tell you what, I could go to the end of the tunnel, take a quick look, and then give you a signal
I'll say this
to
also.
come down.
So whereas the ceilings that in the hallway you're in were like 15, 20 feet high, this one's like 6 feet high.
Okay. So,
Before we go
oh, go ahead.
crawling down dingy tunnels, why not just check these doors over here and just see what the next room looks like?
I mean, we could, but
I know the secret hidden tunnel probably has got more exciting things, but at least see what all our options are.
As long as we
I
come
suppose
back to the
so.
tunnel. I killed a butler statue for that. I gotta respect him and use his tunnel. But yeah, I like the door first.
I'll jump back. I don't do doors.
Did somebody say doors?
That's the real first episode title of first episode. I don't do doors.
Push!
Looked at that.
You were correct. It was a push.
Thank God.
These doors, similar to the ones before you got to the shrimpy room, were also made of sort of beaten bronze as well. Yep, and you can see the river kind of goes in, and river, like little stream of water goes in, rolls down some steps into what looks like a kind of greater, it's hard to see inside room in front. Let's see, what is your particular vision? Let me look. Oh yeah, so Calliope can see a little bit farther. Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah,
I
so
see a
Cass,
big.
yeah, you
It's like a
see
big.
a fountain in the middle. So,
Oh, it's fountain.
let's see.
Wait, are these stairs going down or up?
Down.
Okay. I wondered if the fountain was overflowing and making everything mucky.
Sorry, not a
Damn
fountain.
fountains.
You see, these are in the center of the room. It's like a big brazier in the middle, actually. Sorry.
A brazier.
hmm Not to be confused with a brazier.
Oh, well, shit. I bought my wife the wrong anniversary present.
I bought her this big thing that fire goes in.
I thought that's what she was asking for.
Yeah, it's what every woman wants. As you walk in, so now you can see alcoves off to the side as you walk in, and now you do see these little fountains in these alcoves. I'll just read the whole
Fountain to the
thing.
north.
I'll read this whole thing. Well, to the east
No,
and west.
not to the north, to the east.
Yes. So I'll just read the whole thing now because you're far enough into where you can see basically everything. The doors to this room are made of bronze. Just inside the doorway are two small alcoves. Each space contains an old fountain, cracked and crusted with lime. Around the fountain in the eastern alcove, up, a heap of rubbish litters the floor. The fountain in the western alcove, down, still holds some green scummy water in which something moves.
Ugh.
A short hall ending in the descending steps leads to the central chamber, which is flooded. A dark, foul pool covers the entire floor. A central hall, flanked by narrow aisles, is defined by 2 rows of massive square columns. So I don't know if you can. You should be able to see the column. Yeah, actually, that's what's blocking your vision. Is these square
Like
columns?
these things.
Yeah. The walls are coated with slime, and there are glowing silver lines etched across them. From what you can see of the chamber's walls, the stone appears to be crudely worked. Let me look at one more thing real quick. Yeah. There's a large bronze brazier in the pool, and then towards the middle of the room, there are 2 broken urns poking up out of the water. And that's really all you can see right now.
Question for you. Has it been 10 minutes since we were in the shrimp room?
Yeah, are you wondering about your speak with beasts?
Yeah.
I mean, we can let it roll. If you have a beast you want to speak to, go for it.
No, I just gotta yell out in shrimp. Hey, any more of you shrimp folks in there?
Sure. You get no response. But then, yeah,
I don't
I'll
think there's
say
any shrimp folks
you
in
do
there.
feel your magic starting to wane, though, for sure.
That's the last time I'm gonna be able to talk to them. But I don't. Nothing replied.
Okay.
I personally think that now that we've seen our options, I like the drier option.
Oh, you mean the secret tunnel?
Yeah, right. Like I don't want to ruin a good pair of boots in this place. Actually,
I
would
feel
I
like
even be
that's
wearing boots? Do kobolds wear boots?
It's up to you.
I think they can wear boots.
I'm fancy. I'm wearing boots. I'll leave it up to you guys, though. I just my vote goes to dry.
The dry
Well,
seems a lot simpler. What do you think?
yeah, I don't think the room's going anyplace. So if we don't find anything interesting in spot A, we can always come back here and figure out whatever heck is wriggling in that little pool down on the west side there.
Um, Cass licks his finger and holds it up in the air to figure out which direction is west. He
Yeah,
points
that's
the
a good
correct
point.
direction.
I don't know that I would know where. Oh, that's easy. West is always to your left.
Oh, of course.
Does does any of my nature traveling work? Because I think it stops me. Like I know directions or.
I mean, that's when you're kind of out in nature, which you're not in nature now. You're in a building, right?
I don't believe in
Okay,
the
so
sun
just
anymore.
completely disregard that.
I mean, that whole thing says while you're traveling for an hour or more, and you're not really traveling, right? Like you're.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yep. Good looking out. Yeah, Josh doesn't object or have any approval. He's like, I mean, my boots are already waterlogged, so more water wouldn't make a difference, but it's not pleasant either, so we can do this.
Calliope, I will shed you light for your adventure, and I strike a pose.
Oh, thanks.
The
All
pleasure
right.
is mine.
Well, don't follow me right away. If I see something scary, I'll come running back. But I'll let you know what's down there.
Can you even see anything? Let me see.
It is here.
It's more tunnel.
Oh yeah, you can. Okay, so you do have. There's enough light where you can see dim. Okay.
Well, I got the blessing from
That's right. That's right.
Josh, so it's all gray, but there's more tunnel and there's another door at the end.
Door, 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 door.
I will say you actually it's not even so much a door. It's actually a section of wall that's on a pivot that's already open. You see that here. Although you do actually see a door past that as well. So you see at the end of this tunnel is like a pivot of wall that's opened, and then you do see a door beyond that, outside the passage you're in.
Yeah, what he said.
What the narrator said.
Y'all hear the narrator, don't you?
No wonder you're into like crystals and gnome remedies.
I think I need more crystals. I too
Yeah,
want to hear the voice of the narrator.
I think she said there's another door, so I think that means you're next.
Oh. I can't see her, but I trust you.
I
Sorry,
jump
Marcia.
in behind because I'm like, wait, you're the light. Can't see out here. I'm just gonna jump in.
You said it's a 6-foot ceiling?
Yeah. So it's Josh has to crouch a little bit, but I think everybody else is okay-ish.
I didn't want to break my pose, so when I first enter, I definitely ding my greatsword on the wall where the statue was, and bink! Oh, right, okay. And I've got to hold the sword upside down and almost drag it to fit it through here. I refuse to go sideways. Making it as complicated as possible.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move Josh forward because I think the vision actually is kind of following him. Whoa.
Zoop.
Oh, there she went. I can't see shit.
Yeah, so as you sort of exit out of this passage, let me look up. Again, there's, mud, water, all that stuff on the floor, as expected. Another kind of running stream heading from outside of... Actually, hold on, let me make sure that I'm getting this right. The water is flowing from to the east, and it's flowing west, aka down, and underneath this door in front of you. This is a door made of bronze-bound wood. It has a handle and a keyhole.
Oh, now another hole.
You get that little toy weapon again?
Oh yeah, that's right. Does it look similar to the other one, or does it look like an actual keyhole?
Make a perception check. Or investigation, either way.
Calliope.
I mean, it does look similar.
Oh man, I'm gonna feel real silly if we left that key back in there.
I don't know, did y'all take it with you?
I sure didn't.
I left it thinking, what if someone else gets stuck in there?
You're very
I
kind.
didn't. I didn't think it was a multi-purpose key. Oh. You know what? I got this. Josh, come here.
Okay.
And I'll jump on Josh, and I'll try my luck again at opening a door.
This seems unnecessary. The lock is already below.
Josh
Where
has
you
to
are
kneel
now.
down, and then you have to kneel down too.
Exactly.
Oh.
You jump on his shoulders
Right,
and he
yeah.
kneels down.
We got a system, all right? Like, If there's someone on the door, you're here. They'll go after you. I'll shoot them, save your life, be a hero. It's the whole thing.
Okay.
Uh,
So are you
pick
trying
on
to
this.
pick a lock? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, try to
Sure.
pick it again.
Thieves' tools.
23.
This was not locked.
Hey, door boy. This door wasn't locked. You gotta get better at doors, man. I step back.
My arms fall to my side, so I just kind of shrug at Calliope, like, they can be unlocked too. What the? I don't understand doors. I kick it.
It opens. Let's see. What do you guys see? Oh yeah. So yeah, the vision. I'll do this because it's weird. With I don't know why Josh's vision is
It's a push
still
door
thing.
now.
What you guys see is a. It's just a pool of water now. It's no longer just wet and slimy. It's like legitimately a deeper pool of water in here, a couple feet at least. But you do also see on the other side another door.
Does
Oh,
it smell like
did
shrimp in
we just
here?
pass up one wet room for another?
I think that's gonna be a reoccurring theme.
You got any of your magic stones to keep me dry?
Unfortunately, I left all of them. You need sandstone for that, but mine got all wet. It's not that
That
the stones can't get wet, it's just the stones help you from getting wet. But if they get wet, it kind of ruins it.
all right then.
Oh. I stab the water in front of me.
Okay. Nothing happened.
And
Well,
all right.
it looks kind of cool because now there's a light source underneath the somewhat murky water. So the room
I
gets
play
a
with
little
that
bit
for one
darker
round.
for a second, but you see a bit of a cool light show in the water. But you don't really
Oh.
see anything in the water.
That dance party we were talking about. Be careful, y'all. And I'll set foot in the water.
You have to swim. Like it's not even. It is taller than you. It is about like 7 feet deep in the water.
I get back out of the
Yeah,
water.
I was gonna say, if you're
It was
dipping a
deeper
toe
than I
in,
thought.
it is deep in there. Because
I
you're
just realized my sword didn't touch the
as
bottom.
you get I was
Really.
about to say as you're getting down to like the bottom steps, like you start realizing like, oh, I am there's the next step has my head fully underneath the water.
I got distracted by the shiny lights.
Is the door waterlogged then? Completely on the other side?
It would appear that way, yeah. Like it looks like it's most of the way up the water, up the door. Like you can see the top part of the doorway, but yeah, otherwise it's almost completely underwater.
Can I tell from here if it's push door or pull door?
It is. Let me see.
Got Mr. Door expert in here, don't we?
It from this side it is a push.
It is a push. All right. I mean, at least the door, as long as it's not water, might be able to push it. But I guess we're getting wet. All right, we can go back and get wet somewhere else.
Plenty of options.
It's nice having
But
options.
I mean, also there's the other part of this tunnel up to that way, and I just point.
Yeah, the other way. Yeah, the other way looks
We,
way nicer. You want to try that one?
Oops, I closed the door. Sorry.
So long.
Later, Clappy. What do you guys see? So yeah, you do see. So that you can see now the pool of water here in this hallway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, what do you see now? Okay.
Calliope with your special eyes. What is beyond?
the
Well,
lights.
there's some doors down at the end. Man, this place is rife with doors.
I love doors.
You know, they had all them dioramas and stuff of making blankets and hunting. You didn't see one person making doors. Figured that'd be a specialty.
That's what I'm saying. They got a door artisan up in here. You got the push ones, the pull ones, the unlocked ones, the 12-foot statue butler.
The 12-foot statue butler, yeah. I'll bring Josh in
Oh,
with
look at
you.
those doors. Wow.
I'll stay 10 feet behind our light source. Oh, you guys just jump over puddle?
I swim.
It is not. It's not the deep pool like in the other room. It is more or less like a puddle, yeah.
Yeah, but it's covering everything. It's mucky. I'm gonna jump it.
Go for it. You can do an
Yeah,
acrobatics if
I
you
give
yeah.
me
like.
a little space.
All right. I'm feeling refreshed this time. I got this. I'm staying dry.
I believe in you.
12?
Woo! Yeah, you make it.
Do a flip.
Well, you did athletics. You could have done acrobatics, which would have instead been much better.
Oh, yeah.
17. So yeah, you clear it just
Okay.
fine.
I landed my flip this time. See? That's what I meant to do last time. Just,
Hell yeah.
A little bit of mud splashes onto both Cass and Josh, and Calliope is struggling behind. What now? We can tell you what we can do. We can take a bit of a break here.
Mhm.
So people can do bio breaks and all that other stuff. Tell you what, be back. I don't know, 10. You want 10 minutes, 15 minutes? What do you guys want?
I'll go 10.
I'm good for whatever.
Okay, so let's
Immediately
just
up
say
to you
back
guys.
at 25.
Yeah.
So in 12-ish
Okay.
minutes. Sound good?
Perfect.
All right.